jostling for positions. The Guinness Munster hurling final gets underway, the 108th final. And straight away it's Tipperary who are trying to launch something with Michael Cleary, trying to set something up. Kevin Tucker, on it goes there towards O'Dwyer. A useful looking shot, but just to the left. Not too much in that one. But Philip O'Dwyer's first effort just going wide of the target.
Yes, Jordan, you talked about changes, and again, people predict this would happen in the half-forward line as well. Fergie Tui's gone into centre forward on top of Colin Bonner, and you've PJ O'Connell gone out on Rémi O'Ryan.
So switches aplenty then being made by the Clare selectors early on. Davy Fitzgerald. Butler's in underneath this one, but Ollie Baker there as well. Kept it moving to PJ O'Connell. First shot for Clare. First point for Clare. PJ O'Connell from O'Callaghan's Mills, setting Clare on their way. First attack for them, first score. Nice play.
Great start by PJ O'Connell, and I'm sure he's gone out on top of Rémi Ryan to do that job. I mean, to pick off scores like that and try and keep Rémi Ryan out of the game as much as possible, because Rémi has been brilliant for Tipperary all year.
There's Aidan Butler. Again, it goes towards the left. That was what I was saying a little while ago. He really needs to be absolutely deadly accurate with those shots or passes into the inside forward line. So second wide there for Tipperary. That match up there between Butler and Ollie Baker. Colin Lynch having a look around to see just where this ball is going to land. Here he has it, gets there ahead of John Lahey. Second attack for the Clare men. Stephen McNamara in after it. Brendan Cummins breaks it down. Barry Murphy trying to scamper after it here. Chased by Michael Ryan as well. Blocked down, and Ryan makes the clearance. There's a deafening noise here at Porky Queeve as Kevin Tucker launches this one in towards Michael Cleary. Kept away from him, however, by Liam Doyle, the man from Bodyke. And the referee saw some holding, and it's going to be a free in. It'll be a free to Tipperary. And you can see Declan Ryan there being held back by John Lahey acting the peacemaker. Anthony Daly there as well, along with the centre half back Sean McMahon.
Yes, sir, I think the free was given there for the foul by Michael O'Halloran on Philip O'Dwyer. He pulled his jersey, he was trying to get away from him, and it's free for Tipperary.
So coming out to take this is Tommy Dunn, or Thomas as they sometimes call him. Oh, lifted a bit low, but found the range and put it over the bar. So the equaliser then by Tommy Dunn from the free. Every puck out so absolutely vital in this match. Butler can't get there ahead of Ollie Baker. Great catch by Baker. Lobbed inside, stopped by Colin Bonner, won by John Lahey. The counter-attack upfield towards Michael Cleary. Surrounded there by Brian Lohan. Played back neatly there to Ryan, and Declan Ryan puts it over the bar. Declan Ryan from Canolty Rossmore. Well, there's some noise around the park this afternoon. Deafening when Tips score and go into the lead, and this is how they did it. Clearly with the distribution for Declan Ryan. Great score.
Yeah, and again, Ger, that's all about the type of possession Tipperary are going to play into Michael Cleary. Nice little ground ball in front of him, and he won possession well and hand passed out to Declan Ryan.
There's not much point in hammering it in high to Michael Cleary, because Brian Lohan will likely get there first. Here's Lohan this time, taking it well. He wants to take command of that particular duel. Broken down by Fergie Tui, just enough to Jamesy O'Connor. Conor Gleeson going across for Tipperary. It's out to Ollie Baker. It's hooped there by Butler. Played wide outside towards PJ O'Connell. Jersey pulled by Rémi Ryan, and the referee says free in. Rémi powerless to stop PJ O'Connell, having to drag him back. Referee had a quick word with him. So a free then for Clare, and this is what was happening. Not too much doubt about it. Jamesy O'Connor taking the free, and Jamesy O'Connor putting it over the bar. His first point from a place ball, tying the match once again at 2 points apiece. Brendan Cummins, the goalkeeper, hurler cum footballer. Anthony Daly, a catch, then he drops it down to Kevin Tucker, prodding that one forward towards Michael Cleary, looking very sharp. and alert early on in this match. The angled ball, but going behind the forwards. O'Dwyer going back to try and make it his. It's won back by Ollie Baker, one of the heroes of 95. They try to do it all over again in 97. Rémi Ryan trying to take that ball away, only as far as Colin Lynch. Good distribution, nicely on for PJ O'Connell, again looking up, but this time firing it to the right. It's Clare's first wide, and you can really see that PJ is a lot happier playing out on the wings there.
Yes, he's given Rémi Ryan a third time, but it's early days yet. I'm sure Rémi will settle down to play a good game after this.
Yes, just about 5.5 minutes gone, as you can see. Ollie Baker again. He's getting the better of Aidan Butler so far at midfield. Conor Gleeson against Jamesy O'Connor. Brian Lohan putting down the stick to block it away. It's taken up by Butler here. Again he hammers this one in, and again he's put it to the left. So far hasn't made a very impressive start. One of the options that Tipp have in midfield, of course, would be to bring in Brendan Carroll into that sector, but it's very early stages in this match. Taken by Aidan Butler here, he leaves it behind over to Jamesy O'Connor. Jamesy firing in the shot in towards Stephen McNamara, the goal scorer against Cork, and that's gone over the end line and harmlessly wide. So young Aidan Butler here from Clonulty Rossmore under a bit of early pressure in this game, but well capable of taking that pressure. The puck out once again from Brendan Cummins towards Declan Ryan. That duel between Ryan and Sean McMahon is bound to be a key duel. Miss-hit there by Fergie too, he came off his boot. Back to Liam Doyle, through the centre. Colin Bonner lets that one run away onto the Sparrow, holding it up for Jamesy to come onto. They got a man over. PJ O'Connell once again. You wonder, where's Rémi Ryan? Closing in very quiet, very slowly. There was a trip over by Colin Bonner. Referee says let's play on, and the Sparrow does, and he puts it over. Gerald O'Loughlin from Clarecastle making it 3 points to 2. Well, Tipperary were hopelessly exposed around their own half backline as this was building up, and that, the end result, a point for the Sparrow.
Yes, sure, I think Tipperary half back line there will have to tighten up a lot more. They're giving too much space altogether to Clare half forwards, and they're doing the damage by scoring points.
Colin Lynch. It's a very good start by Clare here. Lynch opting to lob it in there. Barry Murphy's in there as well. Broken down by Michael Ryan. And I'm sure Brendan Cummins was very pleased indeed to see that one stay out. That's Noel Sheehy. Again, it's Jamesy O'Connor. Any bit of broken play at all has been picked up by the Claremont in their own half-forward line. Liam Doyle, the wing-back, in towards Stephen McNamara, won by Paul Shelley, and the referee says there was a foul there, and it's going to be a free out for Tipperary. On the sideline this afternoon for us in a reporting capacity is Kieran Malooly. Kieran?
Yes, indeed, Ger. No doubt about which manager is the happiest at the moment. It has to be Ger Loughnane, the Clare manager, because Len Gaynor is particularly upset with his full forward and his corner forward. He's been speaking to Michael Cleary and Philip O'Dwyer in the last few moments, accusing both of them of coming too deep into the game. He wants them to go back into where they are now.
Well, they're in there chasing after that one with David Fitzgerald. It's come out to Philip O'Dwyer. The low shot, Steve, well done. David Fitzgerald did really well. He got down low to deflect that one away. Tip from very near. Here comes Declan Ryan. This time an easier one for the goalkeeper to come out and take ahead of Michael Cleary. Touching it on there to Frank Lohan. Corner back for Clare. Up towards Stephen McNamara, trying to get inside Paul Shelley's cover. Shelley has it. Number 13 is Stephen McNamara. Well, he forces him into miss-hitting that one, and it's going to be a sideline ball for the Bannermen. So Ger Loughnane must be quite pleased. His defence has tightened up well on the tip forwards, and they've been using the ball very productively. So Colin Lynch to hit this one for Clare. Catches it well. Cross towards Barry Murphy, can't hold it. Instead it's Michael Ryan. Keeping it moving down along the line here. Well caught by Ollie Baker. Most of the 50-50 clashes have been won by Clare. That's Jamesy O'Connor, or Fergie Toohey, cursing his luck a bit, Fergie. Third wide for Clare. But Len Gaynor, as you heard from Kieran Mullooly, not one bit pleased with his charges so far.
I don't think anybody has ever doubted Clare's fitness, and they're certainly showing it at the moment, because they're all over the pitch, they're running very strong, and they're causing all sort of problems for the Tipperary defence.
Nicely doubled on there by John Lahey. Liam Doyle. Good ball from Liam Doyle towards Stephen McNamara, but it's won there by Noel Sheehy instead. Ryan off along towards Liam Cahill, the man with the gold helmet. Frank Lohan has it for Clare. We've seen little of Liam Cahill so far in this match. One of those corner forwards mentioned earlier on. Sean McMahon there in command, helped by Brian Lohan. Is there a better sight in hurling than watching Brian Lohan come from a defensive position to launch a mighty clearance? Fergie Toohey, Jamesy O'Connor alongside him. That half back line of Tip in real trouble, and that's gone to the left. 4 wides for Clare. They've been wasteful, but they've had the last couple of attacks there, and they should have scored points with them. Once again, Kieran Mullooly is with us.
One notable switch there on the Clare full forward line. I'm afraid they've been rejigging it again. Gerald Loughlin remains at full forward, but Stephen McNamara has gone to the other corner. It's switched with Barry Murphy at this stage.
So switches being made just to try and outfox the opposing defence. Most of the play down at the Black Rock end of Porky Queeve. Michael Ryan came off the legs there of Stephen McNamara, runs on here for Fergie Toohey to hit. An easy chance by his standards. So each and every one of the half-forward line for Clare has now scored, and it's 4 points to 2. Some concern there on the bench. Declan Ryan once again. Nicely back for John Lahey. Just held up somewhat and then ended up going to the right. It's interesting that the flags behind the goal there suggest that the breeze is blowing from right to left, but the sideline flags across from us here suggest that it's going from left to right. Davy Fitzgerald from 6 Mile Bridge pucking this one out. Aidan Butler batting it down well. Good play there for Tommy Dunn. Declan Ryan towards Liam Cahill. Fresh air puck there by Frank Lohan. Cahill is in after this one. Liam Cahill, the All-Star, has just put it wide. He was so close. It's the first genuine goal chance that Tip have had so far in this match.
Yes, that was a great chance for Liam Cahill. Does right, picks it without holding, putting it into his hand, and goes across the face of the goal. But I think Frank Lohan was waiting for Davy Fitzgerald to come to actually clear that ball, and left it go behind him. But a let off there for Clare.
Absolutely. Colin Bonner breaking that one down. Fergie Toohey, I think, broke the stick. Here's Brian Lohan once again. Great clearance again by Brian Lohan down towards Gerald Loughlin, who runs on here. McNamara's after it, and that ends up going over the bar. From one goal chance at one end, Stephen McNamara had a very good chance down at the other. It's now 5 points to 2, McNamara's first point, but he must have thought he was in for a goal here.
Yes, and great clearance again by Brian Lohan out in front of Michael Cleary. But it was a goal chance on there for Stephen McNamara. He didn't take it, but gets his point.
Once again, concern on the face of Len Gaynor. Wife Eileen and all the family, bar one, I think, are here for this match this afternoon. Colin Flynn there, the masseur attending to Stephen McNamara. Porrick Quinn, the doctor, on the right-hand side. That's Mike McNamara there, namesake of Stephen, one of the selectors. So play will continue with a puck out from the right-hand side. Once again, into action comes Brendan Cummins. Going towards the right half-forward position. Breaks down towards Kevin Tucker. Bit slow to appreciate it. In the end, kicked into midfield. Conor Gleeson Tipperary's captain. Chasing after him, Jamesy O'Connor, almost winning possession there was the Sparrow. Jamesy has it, here comes Jamesy O'Connor, shortening the grip on the stick, and he knocks it over the bar in impressive fashion. That's a wonderful score, a second point for Jamesy. 6 points to 2, it's all going very nicely indeed from a Clare point of view. Once again, the Tipperary uncertainty around the half-back line decisively punished on this occasion. That was a super point by Jamesy O'Connor.
Yes, sir, that was a great opportunity for Conor Gleeson to clear the ball up the field and failed to do so and was punished.
Liam Doyle is trying to keep that one away from Tommy Dunn. Declan Ryan, oh, he badly hit that one. Straight at the man who's marking him this afternoon. Sean McMahon won't get an easier pass than that. Fergie Toohey attempts to go right, goes left. The hand pass inside for the Sparrow. Good appreciation of the players up in support. Jamesy O'Connor calling for it. Playing it wide outside to Colin Lynch, the number 9. Little block down on it by Rémi Ryan. Picked up here by Aidan Butler. Straight at Ollie Baker, the man who should be marking him from the middle of the field. A shot that's gone to the right. Not too far away. And it was Ollie Baker who got that loose ball played to him by Aidan Butler. Now they've teamed up in midfield once again, playing on one another this afternoon. Well, the Tipperary fans who've come in their thousands expecting to see lots and lots of magic from their team in this opening half have been most disappointed. Here's Rémi Ryan towards Liam Cahill, controlled it but only to give it away then to Anthony Daly. On towards Jamesy O'Connor, can't take it up however. Conor Gleeson opting to take the sideline ball instead. It's been a very big week for Conor Gleeson, of course. He graduated from Garda College on Thursday. Playing in his third championship match for the Premier County. Premier County they may be, but they've been second best in this match so far. Conor Gleeson, good catch. Anthony Daly standing his ground. Beautiful strike across to left half forward. Rémi Ryan trying to get away there from PJ O'Connell, who was holding him back. It's going to be a free for Tipperary. Decisive refereeing by Pat O'Connor from Mahan. A no-nonsense referee, but a referee who has the respect of all the players here. Free taken by John Lahey. Dropped in well, and again it goes to the right. And the cheers are Clare cheers, cheers of derision. 6 wides for Tipperary, 5 for Clare so far in this match. And David Fitzgerald there with a little bag of hurling balls in the net, ready with a fresh one to puck out. Colin Lynch trying to be the recipient of the pass by the goalkeeper. Doing well, taking it away from 2 tip men. Hooped, however. Daly's on hand as always, shouldered by Declan Ryan, going back to make a better space for himself. Straight to Aidan Butler it comes, chased after by Ollie Baker. Good ball inside, Cahill once again after it. The Fitzgerald comes out of his goal. Very good goalkeeping just to get it away, but Michael Cleary has it for tip. And Michael Cleary has put it wide. Or would you believe it, they now have 7 wides. And here we are, just 18 minutes and a little over played in this first half.
Yes, sure, a lot of wides. And again, it was a great ball in by Aidan Butler into the full forward line, but a bad wide by Michael Cleary when it comes back out to him. He should be getting scores from this position, and this is what he's been good at all the way down through his career. That's a bad wide.
Tip have now gone 15 minutes without a score. Their last score was in the 3rd minute, credited to Declan Ryan. This is PJ O'Connell, 45 metres out. Paul Shelley making sure this is kept away from the number 14, Barry Murphy. Debut season at the championship for Murphy, hasn't had a sniff of the action so far, however. Just waiting to see what will emerge here. The referee may opt to throw the ball in between 2 players. Last man up was Sean McMahon. The strong midfielders, it's Baker who wins that throw ball. Has it again. Fergie Toohey throws the shoulder, then goes to the left-hand side. He's done that a couple of times in this match. Good at getting away from his man. Or was it a pass? Was it a shot? No way was that going to beat Brendan Cummins. Lofts it back into the half-back line. That's Clare's half-back line. Daly straight to the dancing feet here of PJ O'Connell. Good block by Rémi Ryan. Comes back to Colin Lynch. and there's always anticipation that the ball may come back to a man in support. It comes to O'Connell, and he finishes it off. PJ O'Connell has 2 points, and it's 7 points to 2. He's playing with an arrogant swagger in a way, but he was so much on hand there to take this delivery and to finish stylishly.
Yes, a great score by PJ O'Connell, but what's very noticeable from Clare's point of view is that every time one of their defenders or their forwards gets into trouble, they always seem to have that extra man that they can find. Tipperary are chasing in 2s and 3s, which means that there's a man free and they're able to use the hand pass and find that man, and we saw that with PJ O'Connell's point.
I think what's impressing me is Clare's eagerness and hunger. Here's Sean McMahon, and he's put it over the bar from 65 metres out. 8 points to 2, and the Bannermen are in command in Cork. This is how it happened. James O'Connor with the pass to McMahon. Look at that huge distance out, and what about the accuracy? Brilliant score. John Lahey and Ramey Ryan. Ramey got a touch on it up as far as Kevin Tucker. Michael Cleary can't take it. Challenged there by Michael O'Halloran. Here's Brian Lowen. Philip O'Dwyer for Tipperary. Michael Cleary after this one. That's Michael O'Halloran, the man in the white helmet alongside him. Cleary without the stick. Neat pick up here by Declan Ryan. Oh, he angles it into the centre. There's nobody there except Colin Lynch. A real wasted opportunity at one end. Lynch at the other. He's put it over the bar. First point for Colin Lynch, and he makes it 9 points to 2. And it all came from a passing error from Declan Ryan. When there was a chance to drive that ball away to the left, he passed it into the middle, and you know who was there for it? Colin Lynch then knocked it over. Back in the middle of the field. The referee has seen some jostling. It's going to be a free downfield for Tipperary, for Clare rather. Once again, some more news from Kieran Mullooly.
If you want to see a worried face at the moment, Ger, have a look at Len Gaynor again very carefully. He went in after that Clare score. He's spoken directly to his full forward Michael Cleary, who as far as I can see at the moment is in midfield. Not quite sure how that switch has come off, but the Tipperary selector is extremely worried. The Munster final perhaps going away from them.
Well, early days yet as that free is taken, and it's dropped over the bar. Once again, Sean McMahon making it 10 points to 2. There's the three-man Tipperary selection committee: Len Gaynor, Michael Doyle and Mert Duggan. And have they got a crisis on their hands? Broken down by the man who got that free just a moment ago, Sean McMahon to Ollie Baker. Wincing with the pain as he came away from that. Still in a bit of distress. Free to Clare. There's some noise around here, and I can only assume it's all by the Clare men.
Yes, they're very happy at the moment, and we said before the game that Tipperary would have to break down this Clare half-back line, and as it is at the moment, Anthony Daly's and the Brian McMahons and Shawnee McMahons and the Liam Dodds are dominating the game, and we're getting very little return from Tommy Dunn and from Liam Tucker.
Yes, the Clare defence, that great back line, very firmly in command of the situation here, with about 11 minutes remaining in the first half. So for that foul, it'll be a free to Tip. Michael O'Halloran on the left, Philip O'Dwyer on the right for Tipperary. There are only 2 points scored so far by Tommy Dunn and by Declan Ryan. John Lahey was pressing forward that time. Colin Lynch, look at the sheer eagerness and commitment he's demonstrating. Conor Gleeson went up bravely with the left hand, took it down, kicked it into top of the left. Nobody there waiting for it except Brian Lowen. Not alone does he do his own job well, but he's able to cover for the 2 cornerbacks as well. And a Clare man goes down with an injury there. That's Fergie Toohey. And Paulie Quinn is in very quickly to attend to him. Looks a nasty enough facial injury, and they're showing certainly plenty of concern, wiping away any traces of blood. Robert Frost there, just to show his concern as well. This is what happened, an accidental clash. just to the right of the face.
And he's playing very well. It will be a loss to Clare. Fergie has to go off, but I'm sure he won't. But he's playing an excellent game. His movement this way the forward has certainly suited his game today.
Well, what about Tipperary? They've brought John Lahey to left half forward, and Tommy Dunn has gone to midfield. It's Dunn and Butler in midfield. Michael Cleary is meant to be on the 40, I guess. Brian Lohan has followed him. Declan Ryan challenging for that one. That's Liam Doyle. Irrespective of who you put on Liam Doyle, he seems to be able to take a firm command. This is Colin Lynch, splendid in midfield, nobody tying him down, however, and that's gone just to the right. It's a 6th wide for Clare in this match, but they have all those points, 10 so far to 2 for Tipperary. It's just an indication, however, with the 6 wides and the 10 points of the sheer dominance that Clare have enjoyed against Len's team.
Yes, Tipperary are not really in the game at the moment, and they'll be very disappointed the way they're playing. They seem to be all over the place as regards to positional sense, and a lot of balls going in around the square, nobody there to get them. Here we see Liam Cahill now with an opportunity to get a point for them.
Playing it back here towards Declan Ryan, stepping away from Colin Lynch into a promising situation, making sure he wasn't hooked, and he's put it over the bar. He was the last hit man to score in the 3rd minute, and here we are now, 27 minutes or near that into the game. Here he comes once again, very strong competitor, very forceful figure, did well to get his score. David Fitzgerald, who made one very good goal save, saw another chance by Liam Cahill flash across the face of his goal in this first half. Crucial misses. Here comes Gerald O'Loughlin, the Sparrow, trying to get away from Noel Sheehy. The Sparrow's shot looks good, and it's gone over the bar. Second point by the Sparrow, appreciated by the Clare fans away to our left.
Yes, we see here, Ger, I mean that shows the level of Clare fitness. This is a guy that's supposed to be playing full forward. Here he ends up on the right wing, getting a marvellous score.
No doubt when the Sparrow takes that ball at Noel Sheehy, Sheehy is really struggling for pace. It's broken down here again, 11 points to 3. Tip needing some vital scores quickly before half-time. Michael Cleary. They're looking quite rudderless at this stage, Tipperary. Colin Bonner must have been weakened by his couple of nights in hospital this week with a knee infection. Sean McMahon trying to get that ball away from Tommy Dunn. Knocked in towards Liam Cahill, batted down by Michael O'Halloran. Butler beaten for it. Comes back to Declan Ryan. Good vision by Ryan to pick out Aidan Butler once again. 2 men on him. Lobbed in towards Liam Cahill. Can't pick it up over. O'Halloran has it for Clare. Keeping it away from O'Dwyer. Declan Ryan once again. Easily Tip's best forward in this match. He's got another point. 3 points for Declan Ryan. And that out of a tally of just 4 so far.
Yes, here we see it again. Great catch by Declan Ryan. He certainly has proven his worth in the first half for Tipperary, and he needs to get a bit more help from the likes of John Lahey and their bigger name players.
Under normal circumstances, Ryan getting 3 points would indicate that Sean McMahon isn't going too well, but he's got 2 points himself. Here comes Fergie Toohey. Left-hand side. Hughes going to be hooped there by Raimi Ryan. Steps in once again, and in the end it goes into the side netting. A 7th wide for Clare. Just over 6 minutes to go to half-time. Over the years, Tip have certainly had it over Clare in major finals, and this will be a very rare win in a Munster Championship final for Clare against Tipperary if it materialises. Long, long way to go. Caught well by John Lahey, beating the attempted block. He really forcefully hit that one, and it drops over the bar. Good point by John Lahey. Is this the start of a Tipperary comeback? There's now only 6 points between the teams, and the whole of the second half still to come. And John seems to be saying to his teams, come on, we can still do it. David Fitzgerald for Clare. Tucking that in, went into his own half-forward line. Colin Bonner was out first for it. Now Tommy Dunn into space. Liam Cahill quick off the blocks, trying to get there ahead of Frank Lohan. It's John Lahey once again. Tipp looking to the seasoned performers like Lahey and Ryan. That's another fine shot and another great point. 2 points for John Lahey. Don't switch off the set just yet. There's still a lot in this match.
He must have heard us talking about him, because he certainly has upped his game. That move to half forward, and he's out getting two tremendous points here out the right wing. That's a tremendous score, and I'm sure that's going to lift Tipperary.
When you think about it, Tomas, those two scores have been among the best scores we've seen in this match.
Yes, very good scores.
Colin Bonner out to block that away from Fergie Toohey. This is a change Tipperary side now. Poor final pass. Comes to Daly. And Tucker goes in to close him down. That's what they were not doing earlier on. Michael Cleary, below his best in this match. Brian Lowen has it. Downfield it goes. Paul Shelley out there with Barry Murphy. Next it's the Sparrow trying to locate a colleague somewhere. Comes out to Barry Murphy. And Barry Murphy, in his first championship match against Tipperary, has put it over the bar. Young player from Scariff, who emerged as a player of some note in the local championships about 2 years ago. It all started with a degree of uncertainty,
yes,
but finished very decisively.
It's happening too often in the Tipperary defence. They're not clearing their lines, and they're being punished again, and that was a good score by Barry Murphy.
Liam Doyle. Remy Ryan taking this one out on his left-hand side, in towards Michael Cleary, who's gone back into full forward. Philip O'Dwyer waiting for a referee's whistle that never came. Again, it's Brian Lowe. What a performance he's turning in here in Cork. Down towards Stephen McNamara. Turning left again, trying to get it away from Noel Sheehy. Picking out Jamesy O'Connor. Again trying to hit the target. But he's put it to the right. 8 wides for Clare, 7 wides for Tipp. So once again, 6 points between the teams, but you couldn't quite say that Clare are out of the woods, as it were, and home and dry.
No, certainly not. There's a long way to go, and we've seen in previous games, the last 10-15 minutes of this game are going to be ding-dong battle again, so that was a bad wide by James O'Connor, and Clare themselves will be disappointed. They have opportunities to put a lot more scores on the board, and they've missed those chances, and they're still leading Tipperary in the game.
Tommy Dunn carrying that forward out of midfield. Didn't pick out a colleague, however, in the forward line. Instead, it's Ollie Baker opting to kick this one, what the referee says, threw that ball up, and it's going to be a free for Tipperary, and Kieran Mullooly has some further news for us.
After the flurry, Jerry, I can tell you Len Gaynor is returning some form to the Tipperary full forward line. Michael Cleary is now playing right corner forward, and Liam Cahill has gone in full forward.
Yes, plenty of changes by Tipperary just to try and get the chemistry of the side right. At least that move of Lahey into half forward has worked a treat so far. Tommy Dunn looking for his second point of this match. Close the gap on Clare. He's done exactly that. So 2 frees for Tommy Dunn in this match. 2 points as well, and it's 12 points to 7. So now they've got a bit of concern on their face. Mike McNamara and Gerlach down, of course. Quick look on the watch. He'll have noted that it's about a minute and a half to the break. This is broken down here. On towards Gerald Loughlin. First consideration is to go for a score. And first consideration is right. 3 points for the Sparrow. Noel Sheehy has had a rough time of it in the first half. 6 between them once again.
Yeah, what we've seen there with Gerald Loughlin is he's coming away out from goal, and he's given Noel Sheehy right trouble inside there in the full back line, and that's a great score. And to get 3 points full forward is great scoring.
You'll hardly be surprised to hear that Clare have managed 24 chances so far, taken 13. Tipp 15 chances, they've taken, as you can see, 7 in a match which hasn't had a goal so far. Gerald Loughlin once again doing much as he wills against Noel Sheehy. In it goes, and there was very nearly goal number 1. Barry Murphy was almost in. He's put it wide, but he could so easily have forced it in past Brendan Cummins. Another close shave.
Yeah, it's a very close shave. As he coming in, Barry Murphy gets a touch with, and unfortunately for him it goes out wide. But again, we've seen Gerald Loughlin, the position play from Gerald Loughlin, he's away out the field, and he's given Noel Sheehy right trouble.
Anthony Daly. Broken down by Noel Sheehy to Colin Bonner, the key man through the centre of Tipp's defence. Slack pass comes out to Jamesy O'Connor. He's put it wide, and that's now 10 wides for Clare. That's far too many, and he'll be the first to be aware of that. So now the Tipp selectors just seconds away from the half-time break. Difficult to know what they can do other than bring in some fresh faces.
Yes, I mean, they'll have some harsh words in the dressing room at half-time. Some of the players are not up to standard at the moment, and I won't be surprised if there's a few changes at half-time.
Here comes Michael Cleary. There was a bit of a wild pull on Michael Cleary, and he's going to get a free in for that. Referee there speaking with Liam Doyle and also with Michael O'Halloran. It'll be a free for Tipp then, and once again Thomas Dunn, or Tommy from Toomevara, stepping up to take it. 2 from 2 so far for Dunn. It's a relatively easy free. Little breeze around. He should make sure of it, and he does. His third pointed free once again closes the gap somewhat on Clare. Once again there are 5 between the teams. So now into injury time at the end of this first half, where Clare have been much the hungrier, much the better side by and large. Referee's whistle has sounded, and Clare go in at half-time with a 5-point advantage. They have built their platform for victory, if it's to be that, on some splendid point taking by the likes of Ger O'Loughlin. And at half-time, it's Clare 13, Tipp 8 points.
We're about to start in Cork then. Let's rejoin our commentator, Ger Canning.
Welcome back here to Páirc Uí Chaoimh, right at the very start of the second half. Referee Pat O'Connor getting the half underway. And straight away the referee's whistle sounds. It's going to be a free downfield. And on this particular occasion we have, of course, Clare defending the goal away to our right with 5 points to spare over Tipperary, 13-8. And a change in the Tipperary team we should tell you about. Philip O'Dwyer has been taken off and Aidan Flanagan has gone into top of the left. So Tommy Dunn then taking plenty of time over this free. Only 5 between them in spite of the supremacy of Clare in the first half. That's a good start by Tipperary. Tommy Dunn with his 4th pointed free from 4. And it's now 13-9. So not much of a lead with the whole of this second half to come. That's the change, that's the new man in, Aidan Flanagan. Jamesy O'Connor knocking that one inside there towards Stephen McNamara. Came off the legs of Michael Ryan. It'll be a Clare ball. Ollie Baker needing a change of hurley. So fresh with the new stick, or armed with the new stick, ready to take this sideline cut. Baker taking it, stopped by Aidan Butler. Missed by Anthony Daly, won back here by Sean McMahon. Baker was trying to get onto it, instead it's Aidan Butler once again. Downfield towards Flanagan, first touch. Brian Lowen going very low to pick that one up. He really has looked peerless during this particular match. Michael Cleary trying to put him under some pressure. Gets it back. Nice ball across towards Kevin Tucker. He's got men running ahead of him. Holds onto the ball. Goes for the score himself. Well, he might. He's put it over the bar. Kevin Tucker from Nina Era Og with his first point. What a transformation. It's 13-10.
Yes, great start to the second half by Tipperary, and they need to continue that now if they're going to get back in the game. They're only 3 points behind. Great score we see here by Kevin Tucker off his left hand. I'm sure that's going to do him the world of good.
Davy Fitzgerald pucking out. Colin Lynch beaten for it in the air by Tommy Dunn. Comes down to Declan Ryan doing a solid job on the 40. Picked up here by Michael O'Halloran, getting out ahead of his man Aidan Flanagan. Anthony Daly, he was getting that kind of time in the first half where he was able to take that kind of ball. Not so this time around, and Declan Ryan has put it over the bar. 4 points for Declan Ryan. Just 2 between them. much happier looking Tipperary supporters.
Yes, and what we've seen done in the first half by Tipperary, Clare seemed to do it in the second half. They're letting balls loose there, and Anthony Daly had a chance to pick that ball and clear it and to do it. But it was a great score by Declan Ryan, and he's been an inspiration for Tipperary today. He's
had 4 shots, he's had 4 points. That's Tommy Dunn, beginning to turn it on now in midfield. Brian Lowe, the one player they cannot manage to close down sufficiently, still exerting a huge influence. Out to Liam Doyle. John Lahey is now his man, remember. That could make a big difference. Daly tried to take it away with good stick work, gets it back, second time of asking. Away from Tucker, and a good clearance. Picked off here by Conor Gleeson, the Tipperary captain. In towards Kevin Tucker, looking for another point, no doubt. Encouraged by the first, he's got a second! There's only a point between the teams. You have to go back to the beginning of the match when it was a point each and then 2 points each. Now 13 to 12, and Gerlach Nan's team has made an awful start to the second half. Great catch by John Lahey. Colin Lynch trying to get away from Declan Ryan. That's Declan Ryan playing that into the corner, intended for Liam Cahill. Won instead by Frank Lowen. Tommy Dunn once again, almost magnet-like, attracting that ball to him. Michael O'Halloran being asked some questions of at cornerback. Likewise Frank Lowen. Aidan Flanagan in there to use his strength, get it back to the strongly built Declan Ryan, looking for the equaliser, but he's put it wide. Groans of disappointment. Up on the terraces away to our right here, where the Tip followers have taken up station.
Stuart, whatever has been said to Tipperary team at half-time certainly has worked.
Let's put it this way, I don't think they were allowed to enjoy the half-time cup of tea. Great catch, Ollie Baker held back by Aidan Butler. This the clash again. So it's a free to Clare. Sean McMahon has taken off the helmet. Looking for Clare's first point of the second half. Into the forwards it comes. Missed by Colin Bonner. Stephen McNamara almost got it. Back there with Noel Sheehy. The clearance out here. Aidan Butler beating the attempted block onto Tommy Dunn, his midfield partner. Chased, harassed the whole time by Ollie Baker. Colin Lynch pursuing him as well. Dunn has it once more. Outside to Conor Gleeson. Good ball down. Aidan Flanagan trying to get that ball onto his stick, attracting 2 Clare players to him. Referee says he was unfairly checked, and it's got to be a free to Clare. In front of an attendance today, capacity attendance and official attendance, 43,560. So Tip with the chance. John Hayes there, the official, ran in with a bit of advice, I think, and also the bottle of water. Tommy Dunn will hit this. 4 frees taken so far, 100% success, 45 metres out. He's got another one, and the teams are level for the 3rd time. Confirmation, it's 13 for Clare, 13 for Tip. So 5 points so far for Tip in the second half as Clare prepare Brian Quinn, who's a very useful defender. Saw him play corner back in a few of the league matches. Very tidy player. Will he be about to come in? Tommy Dunn winning that. Sideline ball, however, it'll be to Clare. There is so much noise here this afternoon, it's absolutely incredible. So Clare somewhat shocked at the start of the second half. Nearly 8 minutes without scoring against 5 points which they've conceded to Tip. Sean McMahon was going forward, held back, however. It'll be a free to Clare. Referee not opting to give him the advantage, although he had possession. You heard Michael Doyle mention just before the break about the breeze. There is a fairly lively breeze at this stage in the afternoon, and it's backing Tipperary. So McMahon into that wind. Nicely hit, well directed, he's put it over the bar. Clare's first point of the second half has taken them just over 8 minutes to get. And Kieran Maloney down by the sideline has some further news for us.
Not surprisingly, Gerard, the Clare selectors have been considering what changes they might make despite that point, and Brian Quinn from Tulla is warming up. Normally plays as a back, might see him soon in this game.
Yes, we'll await developments there. There's Ollie Baker, up to Jamesy O'Connor. Clare effectively hit with a thunderbolt at the start of the second half. Great dispossession by Ollie Baker on Aidan Butler. Comes out to Stephen McNamara, well away from his corner forward position. Conor Gleeson, the tip man there, the number 7, getting it away in spite of the attention of McNamara. Brian Lohan misses this time, but there's a man coming to his assistance, Liam Doyle. Touchdown by Rémi Ryan, but he must have been holding PG O'Connell initially, or indeed pushing him out of the way, as the referee is indicating. Free to Clare. So just a point between the teams. It should make for a fascinating second half.
I'm sure that was needless free to get away by Rémi Ryan there, pushing his opponent before the ball came, and gives a chance to Shani McMahon to put Clare 2 points ahead.
So Sean McMahon, 2 frees taken out of 4 so far, converted, and this one has gone away to the left. 2 out of 5 are the free-taking statistics. And Clare are bringing on a man. Well, the man they're bringing on is Conor Clancy, the number 20. So will he go straight into their forward line? Ger Loughnan's there beside him. It could be McNamara who's about to make way. And that indeed is the case. So Clancy for Stephen McNamara. Brendan Cummins, lengthy puck out, right into the half-forward line. Declan Ryan, straight at Anthony Daly. Hit the ground with that clearance. PG O'Connell coming to try and get it away from Rémi Ryan and set up another Clare attack. Ollie Baker, fresh air puck, closed by 2 tip men. Tucker into space. Here's Colin Lynch. Up towards Barry Murphy. Paul Shelley there. Full back last year, now playing much happier hurling, I think, at cornerback. Seems to be much more relaxed in that position. It'll be a Clare ball. So once again, it'll be Colin Lynch to come and hit this sideline cut. Ollie Baker takes them from the other wing. Good ball inside. The Tipperary defence then standing firmly. Comes out towards Barry Murphy and swept out in the end after all of that by Colin Bonner. Aidan Butler down towards Flanagan. That's Sean McMahon once again, the centre half back. Up towards PG O'Connell, operating at left half forward throughout this match. Here's Rémi Ryan, his marker. Down towards Liam Cahill. Frank Lohan, the number 4. Played here indeed in the Cork County Senior Football Final last year in the colours of UCC against Clonakilty. So the sideline ball here, which will be taken by Tommy Dunn. Good ball in! Oh, great shot! Good save! John Lahey, the Tipperary player, who produced the best save there from David Fitzgerald. Michael Cleary once again, the hand pass back. Intended for Aidan Butler, closed by Ollie Baker. Baker is a very strong, athletic type of hurler. Here's Jamesy O'Connor, darting away there from Liam Cahill. Great stylish play by Jamesy. Conor Gleeson. This to the new man in. And that's got over the bar. Very good substitution, and it's Clare 15, Tipperary 13.
Yes, a great score for Clare, and they needed that to get themselves back into the game a bit, you know, because they seemed to have gone out of it for a while. But it was an opportunity at the other end for Tipperary maybe to get a score. It was a great score by David Fitzgerald. Yeah, great stop for David Fitzgerald, and maybe the corner forward Aidan Flanagan maybe could have got it through for a goal, but
and some more news from Kieran Malooly.
Just to clear it up for you, Ger, there has been a bit of confusion on the Clare sideline. That point was scored by David Ford. David Ford is in fact wearing number 20. He was the substitute which came on a few moments ago, not Conor Clancy, as per the programme and as we were told earlier. It is David Ford that is in the Clare team. He scored that point.
And there's Andrew Whelan preparing. So when we got that close up there, I must say there were certain doubts in my mind. It certainly didn't look like Conor Clancy. Michael Cleary has put that one wide. And there's another change then. Andrew Whelan about to come in, number 21. Jerry Loughnane has just gone in with a little slip of paper, and it's Barry Murphy from Scariff, a point scorer in the first half, who's made way. So Clare making their second change in the second half. Disappointment for Barry Murphy. Broken down here towards Colin Lynch of Clare. Bright sunny afternoon here in Cork. Lynch carrying it forward, chased the whole time by John Lahey and by Conor Gleeson. Nice ball across to the corner there. The referee's blown his whistle, however, before that ball could be hit in, and it's going to be a free for Clare. Referee calling across Michael Ryan. Notebooks out, and that is the first booking in this match.
I think if we see this again, Ger, I think Michael Ryan caught Conor Lynch very late when he hand passed the ball inside to the corner. Here you see it, his ball is gone and Michael Ryan comes in and takes him out, so no doubt about the free. Good referee.
So a free then for Clare for that foul by Michael Ryan. James O'Connor is standing over it. The angled free, and the angle just a bit too acute for Jamesy, and that is a 12th wide for Clare in this game. Liam Doyle beaten for it by John Lahey. Sean McMahon up to Jamesy O'Connor once again. Just missed that free moments ago. Up towards Gerald Loughlane, taking Noel Sheehy on a tour of Torquay Queeve. The Sparrows going by over the head of Michael Ryan on towards Ford, and the referee sees it. Crash to the net. David Ford. This is how it happened.
Yes, that's a great score by Clare and a great run by Gerald Loughlane. We've seen him do it in the first half, taking no Shea way to go, but it's a tremendous shot, looking back into the back of the net. Great goal.
Well, the man who's wearing the wrong jersey profited by the good work of the Sparrow. The referee allowed a good advantage, and he crashed it to the back of the net. It really is quite deafening here. Well, that's a goal to certainly rally the Clare team. Anxious to win a major championship final against Tipperary. Tip with the free. Tommy Dunn to take it. Still plenty of time remaining, about 17.5 minutes. He's missed it. Tipperary's composure somewhat shattered. And Tipperary are about to make another change. Going in for them is Conal Bonner. And Conor Gleeson's been taken off as we watch the goal against. A smashing shot by David Ford, the first goal of the game. So Conall Bonner has gone in to join his brother Cullum on the half-back line as a replacement for Conor Gleeson. Conall in the action straight away. It comes out here to Colin Lynch. The hand pass forward towards Fergie Toohey, but he goes after it himself instead. Noel Sheehy. Straight at Anthony Daly. Up towards David Ford it goes, causing problems now for Michael Ryan. Great catch. The free is conceded by Michael Ryan.
There's no doubt about the free. I think David Ford has made a big impact since he's come into the game, and he's certainly given Michael Ryan tough times at now.
James O'Connor, not for the first time, his third point of the match. This is the free once again. Interesting style of free taking. Really gets a good swing into it. A full arc. At the other end, it's Liam Doyle. Again, the Sparrow is racing after this. Noel Sheehy in two minds whether to follow him or stay back. He stays back. In it goes towards Whelan. Paul Shelley trying to keep that ball away there from Andrew Whelan. Here's the Sparrow once again, the architect of Clare's goal. In towards Fergie Toohey. Good block down. Tip players there, showing character and resilience. Rémi Ryan getting that one out there to the freshman in Conall Bonner. Nice hand passing action out to Aidan Butler towards Liam Cahill. He has some work to do to keep this one in play. First of all, didn't manage it. Edge of the seat stuff for the fans here in the covered stand just below us.
1603, Mr. Late Minister, would you all return to our car immediately? 24 CE 1603, Late Minister.
So Anthony Daly once again to cut this one. Tommy Dunn breaking it, but only breaking it as far as Sean McMahon for Clare. Getting support and assistance there by Fergie Toohey. Towards Andrew Whelan, broken down by Paul Shelley. Colin Bonner got a good connection on it. On to his colleague at right half back, Rémi Ryan. This is Kevin Tucker for Tip. Needing a score quickly. Good block down by Liam Doyle. Doyle on the solo run. Good hand pass to Colin Lynch. Again a good connection. PJ O'Connell into space. Paul Shelley back there facing his own end line. Doing well. Out towards Rémi Ryan. He breaks it, and James O'Connell once again with that familiar dash. Great style and a lovely point. 4 points for Jamesy, and it's 117 to 13 points.
It's a great score again by Clare, and they certainly have weathered that early storm by Kilkenny, or Tipperary in the second half, and come back very, very strong. And their physical fitness now is beginning to tell. They're running all over the place still, and it's very warm down there, and they've come very, very strong into the game.
Well, this is where the experimentation of the beaten team going through to the quarterfinals is going to be tested. Will Tip come back? Paul Shelley out there ahead of Andrew Whelan, drilling it away to the left-hand side to Conall Bonner. Bad pass. Comes towards Ollie Baker, and that was a very high challenge to the face there. Declan Ryan collided with him. Could have a couple of sore heads in the morning after this.
As you see here, whoa, a little bit of an elbow into the face, and rightly decision there by the referee to give a free.
So Kieran, who's down by the sideline, might have some more news for us.
Yes, indeed, Ger. There's some concern about the injury, right? But just before that, Ger Loughnane has been, as it were, replacing his half-forward line. PJ O'Connell had started on the wing. Fergus Toohey had started on the 40. Fergus Toohey's returned to the wing, and PJ O'Connell is now at centre half-forward once again. So, as it were, restoring the team to as the team which started the game, just over half an hour ago.
Well, I guess the object of the exercise is to keep the opposition on their toes and thinking, and trying to visualise what the next move may be. And Clare are certainly trying to freshen up their team. This was the collision once again. Watch the left elbow here, Declan Ryan. It made contact straight flush into the face of Ollie Baker. So it's going to be a free for that, and Sean McMahon will take it. Useful shot, but just to the left, as we say it. 13th wide for Clare in this match. Quick check on the watch by Ger Loughnane. About 11.5 minutes left. Tip needing a big score very quickly. Tommy Dunn was held back there by Brian Lohan. They've tried a variety of players on Lohan this afternoon. Thought they might have possibly experimented with Declan Ryan, going in on him at one stage, and maybe John Lahey to the 40, but they haven't made any switches like that thus far. So once again, Brian Lohan guarding the goal, making sure there isn't an easy score for Tommy Dunn here. 5 points so far, and that's now a 6th. All of them from place falls, and Tommy Dunn now playing it full forward on Brian Lohan. 117 to 14 points. John Lahey is now in midfield on Colin Lynch. It's Ollie Baker still, and Aidan Butler alongside him. Baker, another good piece of possession for Clare, but runs away to Tucker instead, Kevin Tucker. Here's Declan Ryan. Low ball inside. Cahill trying to get clear of Frank Lohan. First touch letting him down, however. Still Liam Cahill. Players calling for possession. Tommy Dunn beside him. In the end, Clare managed to stand firm. Tip will have felt that they might have had a free there, but the first touch of Liam Cahill just a little below par.
Yes, his first touch let him down, but I suppose when he got possession, people behind the goal were saying that he was being held at that stage, and he tried to get a hand pass in, but it didn't work for them.
So John Lahey hammering it across, off the crossbar, and it has gone over the bar. Clare are protesting furiously, but the score counts. Sideline cut by John Lahey, and it's 117 to 15 points. The Tipperary fans, they don't care or worry about quarter-final places. You can be certain that, like Glengainer, they want this Munster title, and they want it badly. Davy Fitzgerald to tuck this ball out once again. That's taken by Rémi Ryan without the stick. Fergie Toohey alongside him for Clare. Sean McMahon one-handed into the inside forward, the half-forward line. David Fore there, the number 20. Now Jamesy O'Connor. Again, pressing forward here at every opportunity. Familiar style, the usual result, an excellent point. 5 points for Jamesy, and he's made it 118 to 15 points. And really, unless Tipperary can get a goal pretty quickly, they will have lost this match.
Yes, James again has done this so well in this occasion. He was seen in doing this in the second half, and off his left hand, a tremendous strike.
That's more or less his stock in trade, taking it away to the left. Here comes Tommy Dunn, upended, free into Tipperary. The look of innocence on the face of Liam Doyle there. The referee had a very good view of this. It wasn't a fair shoulder-to-shoulder charge. So once again, Tommy Dunn to be the taker. Anthony Daly a bit slow to get away from the position of the free, and Tommy just tapping it over the bar. So 7 points for the day for Tommy.
You think Clare or Tipperary need to go to this stage to try and get them back into the game, because Clare, I mean, all this early morning training sessions that they have done and all these afternoon sessions, they seem to work because they are full of running. There's plenty of fitness left in this team, and Tip certainly need a goal.
Michael Cleary, by the way, and we haven't seen or heard from him for a while, he's now at right half forward, being marked by Anthony Daly. And just as we speak, here he comes chasing across for this, but it's a ball that always favours Daly once those two can sort out their affairs. Shelley batting it down over the sideline, and it'll be a line ball to Clare. Certainly been a tower of strength this afternoon, Paul Shelley, former under-21 full-back, playing today in his 6th championship match. Disappointing afternoon so far for Liam Cahill, 19-year-old from Ballingarry. Colin Lynch swinging this one in. Noel Sheehy breaks it down to himself, past Conall Bonner. It goes out towards Kevin Tucker. And a Clare player on the ground, David Ford, away out of view on the left-hand side. Referee's been aware of that. Play continues at the other end. Brian Lohan blocked down by Tommy Dunn, and it'll be a sideline ball for Clare. There's the injured player, David Ford, and Dr. Pádraig Quinn going in to attend. And just to totally confuse us, the number 19 is, we assume, Conor Clancy, and he's just coming on, but Kieran Malooly might be able to confirm that.
I can indeed, Ger, because he did a direct switch with David Ford from earlier on, so you can work it out yourself. David Ford wore 20, Conor Clancy's wearing 19.
This is a deliberate ploy to confuse us, I know. Either that or the number 20 shirt is slightly smaller than the number 19. So there is the fresh man in, Conor Clancy from Kilmaley. So Ford is okay, and play will be able to continue with a sideline cut, which Liam Doyle is shaping up to take. Some people from Tipperary, I think, filing away there in the background, leaving with about 5 minutes left. He won't take anything for granted. Clare don't win too many Munster titles. Another one here for them would be an outstanding success. Conor Clancy breaking that one down. Once again, it's driven defiantly downfield, down towards Michael Ryan. David Ford appears to have left the match. Didn't stay on too long, but long enough to get that vital goal after 16 minutes. And that's a fine shot, that's hung off the crossbar and gone over the bar. Kevin Tucker will take the credit. 3 points for Tucker, it's 118 to 17 points. And you know what happened in the last semi-final involving Clare? There they got a late goal. If Tip were to get a late one here, who knows what kind of fireworks we might have in the last couple of minutes. So Fitzgerald once again to pop this ball out towards Jamesy O'Connor. Conall Bonner is alongside him, brought in specifically to do a marking job on Jamesy. The pile-up of bodies there, but where is the little ball? Conall Bonner off the ground. Last man down appears to be Jamesy O'Connor. 5 points in this match so far for the St. Joseph's Dura Bearfield player. Referee will restart by throwing the ball between two, Colin Lynch and John Lahey. Two strong competitive figures. Michael Ryan was having a lash at that one. Didn't make a very good connection, however. It's with the Sparrow O'Loughlin. Nice style. In it goes Colin Bonner. And I can tell you that David Ford is back in the action once again, having been attended to. And Whelan appears to be the player who has now gone off. One of the second half subs has been subbed himself. Here's Liam Cahill. Can Tip get the goal that might well and truly save their championship here? Here's Daly for Clare. Marvellous captain. Has been over the years. They remember that hammering in '93 by 18 points by Tipperary. They remember some of the arrogant scores that were scored that day, and Clare have always vouched that they would get revenge. They got it the following year, but that was not in the final. This is, and that's Fergie Toohey with the shot, but he's put it wide. 14 wides for Clare, 10 for Tipperary. Only 2 minutes to go. Here's Sean McMahon, one of those inspiring figures in Clare hurling over this glorious era in the 90s. Colin Bonner, chased by both David Ford and by Conor Clancy. Anthony Daly going backwards, can't get it the first time. Michael Cleary. Tommy Dunn, very good ball outside to Kevin Tucker. Ollie Baker was coming into him quickly. Nicely outside to Cleary once again. Just steadying himself. Great block down by Anthony Daly. Comes back to Cleary once more for Tipperary, and he's content to tap it over the bar. A late point for Tipperary, and just the first score in the match for Michael Cleary. A goal between the teams. There were those who are suggesting it might finish level. Who knows?
Yes, sure, we see Michael Cleary here. Great block by Anthony Daly. When he comes back to him, he gets a good point to his left hand. But I'm sure Tipperary definitely need a goal at this stage to pull the game out of the fire.
What they're looking for is a piece of inspiration by one of their players, perhaps a defensive mistake by Clare. They need a break. Clare will be happy to keep the ball down that end of the field. Michael O'Halloran tapping it out. It'll be a sideline ball to the Premier County. Declan Ryan shaping up like he might be the one to take it. In the last minute of this 108th Munster hurling final, Ryan curling it in delightfully, in towards Cahill once more, across to John Leahy. Oh, he didn't connect as he would have wished, and there was a goal chance there, and he's missed it. And here comes Colin Lynch. What about that for a chance at the other end? Shelley with a marvellous fetch, taking it out of the air, showing great composure. He's bottled up there, however, by the Sparrow O'Loughlin. It'll be a free to Tipperary. We're almost into injury time. It'll be at the discretion of the referee very shortly. Declan Ryan has it for Tipperary. There's a goal between the teams. Michael Cleary knocking it inside towards Tommy Dunn. Brian Lohan, magnificent full-back play. Out he comes again, and a great clearance. Broken down by Ger O'Loughlin. Fetched, however, by Declan Ryan, a free to Tipperary. Ger O'Loughlin in there with a quick word to the referee, I'm sure just checking how much time is left. He also wanted to make a point to one of his players. It's taken by John Leahy. In it goes, and it's gone wide. Clare can breathe again, and some of the Clare subs and their followers are ready to invade Páirc Uí Chaoimh. They haven't played here in a championship match for a long, long time. I think it was 1968.
1968, that's right, Ger. And the referee's given a free out there for an infringement in the square, so it relieves a bit of pressure for Clare.
So Davy Fitzgerald. All eyes on the referee to see just how much time he's left. It's all over, and Clare are the Munster champions once again. Nice moment there between Aidan Butler and Ollie Baker, but it's the fans' time now to come in here to salute their heroes. Michael Ryan will exchange his jersey. Tip will be playing in the quarter-finals of this year's All-Ireland Series. Michael Cleary on his knees, so bitterly disappointed. There was a late chance there. It fell to the luckless John Leahy. He couldn't quite connect, and Clare were able to breathe a collective sigh of relief. That's Michael O'Halloran. This was the opportunity that fell down there. It came on for John Leahy, and it kind of stuck in the ground, the stick, and Clare were away. And here's Kieran Mullooly.
Yes, indeed, Ger, and with me, Tony Considine, a very, very happy Clare selector.
Yes, indeed. It's a great, great day for Clare hurling. How many times have Tipperary defeated us in the last number of years? They say you never win a Munster final until you have Cork and Tipperary beat. We have the two of them beat, and we have the hair saved as well. It's a great day.
Tony, just as you lose your glasses and enjoy the celebration. An extremely difficult second half in particular.
Sorry?
An extremely difficult second half.
Yeah, Tipperary come back us. There was a big win there. We knew at half-time they would come back us. But there's fantastic character in this Clare team. They never give up.
Tony Considine, congratulations.
Thanks very much, Dave.
Thank you indeed, and this is just some of the skill that we were able to enjoy during the afternoon. That was played inside there for David Ford, the man who wore the wrong jersey, blistered the net. And so there was a goal between the teams at the finish. Clare 118, Tipp 18 points. It's worth noting that Tipp got 10 points in the second half against 1-5 for Clare. But Clare did all the good work during the opening 35 minutes, and at half-time they led by 13 points to 8. The fans now being let in by the officials to enjoy these marvellous, marvellous moments. You know, Clare have beaten Tipperary so infrequently in the championship, but this is one of those great days for them. They're now through as Munster champions, on towards the All-Ireland semi-final sequence. Before all of that, there'll be the quarter-finals, the new quarter-finals of this year's championship, and one of the teams to be featured there will be the men from Tipp. I'm sure they'll feel that with a bit of rejigging of their side here and there, and a little bit more luck, they might well still have a say in the destination of this year's Liam McCarthy Cup. Lovely, lovely scenes here. Children on their father's shoulders. Day they'll never ever forget. They'll always remember the year 95. They'll remember how unlucky they were last year. That great Kirrod Carey point denying them down in Limerick. Many felt that Clare were among the best 2 to 3 teams in the country. This time they've come back. We have the 2 best teams in Munster playing in this year's Munster final, and victory going to the marvellous men from the Banner County. Happy, happy Clare people, and I'm sure, you know, they're now going to be saying to themselves, this is just part one of the double. Who could have believed it a few years ago when it was done in 1990 by the host county today, that another side would have this great chance of doing it once again in Munster, but this time being Clare. I've no doubt at all that the footballers will take great encouragement out of the success of the hurlers. It's been a great year for hurling. We've had a marvellous league campaign so far. We're moving on towards the quarter-finals of that. And now in the new format championship, we've had a very good Munster final, and one that everybody in Clare will always, always remember. As Tony Considine said, they have Cork beaten and they have Tipperary beaten. We're now awaiting the presentation of the trophy to Anthony Daly. The public address man there is just ready to make sure that the cup can be handed over. Sean Kelly there. Noel Walsh as well up there in the background with his hands on the cup. Chairman of the Munster Council. Joe McDonough there to his left, as right as we see it. Clare Irash, simply the best. And that was an undeniable fact during this afternoon's game. So Anthony Daly is in position. The various dignitaries, Bishop of Killaloe is in the background there, former Clare selector. So Anthony Daly coming to take the cup. Their captain, fantastic during the 90s. I'm sure he'll think at some stage later today of the day in 93 when they were walloped by Tipperary by those 18 points.
It's the Ear Run, Aristot, I hear nasty, it's a Corda Gale Illig. It does not bother, but what am I go because August Fest Lou, listen, Fern a Boig, Sheshin, Fern into control.
It's quite difficult to make out what's being said.
Before I commence my remarks,
but a very proud Clareman about to give the cup to another.
I would like it to be known that before I start, I am totally objective here in making this presentation to a Clare captain.
He's totally objective, yes, we all believe that. Very much a Clareman.
It is surely a unique experience that a Clare chairman would present the Munster Championship Senior Cup to a Clare captain 2 years out of 3. It would appear the bad old days are over. What we've seen here today is a unique experience that you wouldn't see in any sporting stadium anywhere in the world. Not only in the senior game, but equally so in the minor game. And one is also to bear in mind that none of these players are being paid. Before commencing the presentation, I would like to congratulate both teams on a tremendous sporting performance. And also I would like to congratulate referee Pat O'Connor and his umpires and linesmen for conducting a great game. Also the Cork County Board for presenting the grounds and their groundsman. Now I don't want to delay the presentation anymore, but I must say it gives me great pleasure to present the cup to the captain, Anthony Daly.
This is the moment. Anthony Daly accepts the Munster Cup, and Clare are Munster champions once again. Beware the rest of Ireland. Clare are on their way. Proud, proud Clare people in the background, and thousands down on the field.
Cahirlock, Gwynoshel, Winter Ross Cundon Clare. Cara Hasarum, and Curn Namona Shaw, a Glocka, or some Fern Nemoniac, Ross Cundon Clare. Every Clare, man, woman and child came to Cork this weekend on a mission. Our mission was to show that we're no longer the whipping boys of Munster. We've waited a long time for today, and no longer will we be walked over all over again. A good few people deserve special mention. I'm not going to go into everybody. I'd like to thank our medical people, our county board, and our sponsor, Pat O'Donnell.
Pat O'Donnell just behind Anthony Daly.
A lot of people had written us off last year after Limerick, but three great men believed in us. And to Lucknan, Mac and Considine, we salute you. To you, our great supporters, who outshout any team in the country, thank you for being behind us today.
Yes, passionate speech there from Anthony Daly. Might be